So why did I decide to put this together? This was a mammoth effort of a great team of people. I couldn't have done it without them. But why did we decide to do this in the first place? I think it comes from the fact that everybody who meets me and finds out what I do for a living can't stop themselves from asking questions. They're so eager to pump me for information about what I know about the college application process. Literally everywhere I go. It could be at a party, a meeting, the supermarket, the doctor's waiting room, a line anywhere. If I'm just chatting with people and I tell them what I'm doing, they'll start asking me questions. A couple of years ago, the first question was always, "So what do you think about this varsity blues situation?" And I always tell them that people who do what I do, who are ethical and know their stuff, would never get involved in anything like varsity blues. They don't have to worry about that. But what are they worried about? This is a topic that consumes people. Just like those of us who were moms, when we used to ask advice of other people, you get tons of information. Some of it was good, some of it was bad, some of it was right, some of it was wrong, and you just didn't know what to do with it after a while. So as I got more and more experienced with the college application process, with helping students how to write their essays, I felt that it would be a really good idea to apply what I know to helping students and their parents get through this process without the incredible stress and anxiety that it could cause. What do people ask me? First of all, the parents of the students who are applying to college want more than anything for their kids to be happy. They want them to apply to schools where they're going to go off, get an education, make friends, stay out of trouble, and get a degree. What are some of the things that come to mind when I talk to people in preliminary sessions or just casually? How can I help my child choose the right college? How do I know it's a good fit? I don't want him to go too far away. I want him to be close enough so that I could get in my car and drive there if he's sick and needs chicken soup. What's the climate like? What's the population? Will my kid fit in? The students are thinking the same things, but they are a little bit more excited about what the experience ahead of them will bring. They think about what the college experience is like, the way we think about Thanksgiving and Christmas and July 4th. They think about going to football games and joining fraternities and, going to class too. But they also want to be in a school where they will feel as if they have a home away from home. So when I talk to parents, I have to make sure that I'm making them feel comfortable and making the students feel comfortable. And I realize that all of this information that I have that successfully helps students navigate the process with the parents by their sides, that I have an opportunity to help all of you take this process and own it. That's what's really important here. I just know that everything that's in this huge amount of material will make you feel more comfortable, confident, and successful as you navigate the college application process. There are things that people ask me that really hit home in a lot of ways. Things like parents who say, "I never went to college. I don't know the first thing about the application process. I'm lost. I don't want to make mistakes. I'm terrified of pressing the wrong buttons and doing the wrong things. I want to help my kid." And the students are a little bit more confident because they spend the days in schools listening to what their classmates, their guidance counselors, people who come to visit the schools, what they're saying, and they absorb it, but it's still very daunting and terrifying in a lot of ways. So a parent will say, I had no idea the applications were so complicated. The parents who have gone to college remember when they typed the applications on typewriters, where they mailed the applications with stamps and envelopes. And I can remember one parent saying to me, "We have to get the right stamp to put on the envelope so that the college will get the right idea about my son." Well, things have changed a lot, and everything is online now. Everything. You apply online with a click of a button. It's amazing. There's so much to do, but there's also so much to learn. And when you learn it, you're not afraid anymore. The parents will say, and the kids will often say, "I had no idea there were so many essays to write and all these questions to answer." And they're right. Most of the time, people talk about the essay, that one essay. Well, there isn't just one essay. There is one personal statement, but that's just one of many other things that students have the opportunity to write about, and they have to write about it in a way that's going to demonstrate to an admissions committee they're looking at literally thousands of applications, how these students are going to make themselves look and feel different, unique. That uniqueness has to come from the student and what the student writes in the essays, what the student says in the application, what other people say about them. In order to do this properly, however, you really have to know the vocabulary of the application process. And that is one of the major elements of this whole project. So when you hear things like, I hear these terms, ED, ED1, ED2, they sound like blood tests, EA, rolling admissions, reach schools, demonstrated interest. It's all so overwhelming. It's all so overwhelming. So that's why I put together this course, so that the students and the parents will not be overwhelmed. This is more of a how to conquer the college application process. It's a sort of do-it-yourself, step-by-step program that will demystify this application